For millennia, humanity has asked, who am I? Is the self merely a product of the brain? Or is consciousness something deeper, something fundamental? Modern science is now confronting a radical possibility. Consciousness may not be created by the brain at all. Instead, the brain might simply be an interface, a receiver, for a mind that exists beyond the physical. This idea challenges the core of materialist science. Yet, evidence from quantum physics, neuroscience, near-death experiences, and ancient wisdom increasingly supports it. At the heart of the mystery is what philosopher David Chalmers called the hard problem of consciousness. Why do we have subjective experience? Why does it feel like something to be alive? No map of neurons can explain the light of awareness within. Even more puzzling, quantum physics reveals that reality is not solid. Atoms are over 99.999999% empty space. Subatomic particles behave as waves of probability until observed. The act of observation collapses them into form. This suggests that consciousness may not emerge from matter, but precedes it. Physicists like Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff propose that quantum processes in brain microtubules could link biology to this deeper level of reality. But others go further. Cognitive scientist Donald Hoffman argues that our entire perception of reality, including the brain itself, is a user interface. Like a desktop screen hiding complex code, our senses construct a simplified virtual world to guide survival, not to reveal truth. Space, time, and matter are not fundamental. They are icons in a headset generated by consciousness. Hoffman's evolutionary models show that organisms tuned to truth don't survive. Those tuned to fitness do. So what we see isn't reality. It's a dashboard. And the brain? Just another icon on the screen. If so, then consciousness must come first. Not as a product of neurons, but as the source from which they arise. Now consider the evidence. Patients with severe hydrocephalus have been found with nearly no brain tissue, yet live normal lives. Neurologist John Lorber documented cases where individuals with only 5% of normal brain mass had high IQs and full social function. One man, a university student, had almost no brain yet scored 126 on his IQ test. How can thought exist without neural substrate? Then there are hemispherectomy patients, people who've had half their brain removed, yet recover and lead ordinary lives. The brain adapts. But adaptation cannot fully explain such resilience. More astonishing is terminal lucidity. Patients with advanced dementia, Alzheimer's, or brain tumors, who haven't spoken in years, suddenly regain clarity moments before death. They recognize loved ones. They speak with meaning. Their damaged brains should make this impossible. Yet consciousness returns. Could it be that as the brain shuts down, the filter lifts, and the mind reconnects to its source? Near-death experiences offer even stronger evidence. During cardiac arrest, when the brain shows no activity, people report vivid, lucid experiences. Dr. Pim van Lommel studied hundreds of such cases. Many described accurate details of events during surgery, verified later, while clinically dead. Pam Reynolds underwent hypothermic cardiac arrest. Her body was drained of blood, her brain silenced. Yet she recalled conversations, instruments, and music from the operating room. She saw her own body from above. Her consciousness was active, while her brain was off. These aren't hallucinations. They occur across cultures, ages, and belief systems. And they point to one conclusion: consciousness can operate independently of the brain. Further experiments suggest consciousness directly influences matter. Dean Radden's double-slit studies show that focused human intention alters particle behavior, even from thousands of miles away. Meditators collapse quantum wave functions simply by paying attention. Distance doesn't matter. Only awareness does. Biologist Rupert Sheldrake proposes that the mind extends beyond the skull. Through morphic fields, non-physical fields of information, Consciousness reaches outward. He points to the sense of being stared at, proven in thousands of trials worldwide. People know when they're being watched, even through walls, even via closed-circuit cameras. Phantom limb sensations also support this. Amputees feel hands that no longer exist. The mind projects sensation beyond the body. Ancient traditions echo these insights. Plato taught that the material world is a shadow of a higher reality. Descartes declared, "I think, therefore I am," placing consciousness as the only undeniable truth. Eastern philosophies go further. Buddhism teaches anatta, no self, and sunyata, emptiness. The body is illusion. Awareness is stream. Hinduism speaks of Atman, the eternal soul, identical with Brahman, the infinite consciousness underlying all. Taoism sees separation as false. All is one. All is flow. Rudolf Steiner described consciousness as arising from two streams: the etheric body, carrying images from the past, and the astral body, flowing from the future, bearing desire and love. At death, the physical and etheric bodies dissolve. But the astral body, the stream from the future, continues. So does the I, the ego, which Steiner said enters from the spiritual world. Modern theories align with this vision. The holographic universe model suggests every part contains the whole, like a fractal. David Bohm and Karl Pribram propose that reality is a projection of a deeper, implicate order, where consciousness is primary. Integrated information theory suggests consciousness arises wherever information is unified, regardless of substrate. Even machines, if complex enough, might be conscious. Digital physics claims information is more fundamental than matter. Reality may be computational, and consciousness, an algorithm running through time. The simulation hypothesis asks, could we be in a programmed reality? If so, then the mind might be software, running on biological hardware, but not confined to it. Death, then, is not deletion, it's disconnection. Taking off the headset. Donald Hoffman puts it simply, the purpose of consciousness may be to know itself, to try on countless avatars, human, animal, alien, across infinite perspectives. Each life a temporary forgetting, so we can truly remember who we are. So can consciousness exist without the brain? The evidence says yes. From the man with no brain who lived normally, to the dying patient who wakes with perfect clarity, to the dead person who sees the room from above, the signal persists when the device fails. The brain may not generate consciousness. It may simply tune into it, like a radio receiving a broadcast. And when the radio breaks, the music doesn't stop. It plays on, beyond space, beyond time, beyond death.